Listen up. Baby boomers own half of America. And I'm not exaggerating, not being dramatic. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm telling you the game board that you are standing on right now. Baby boomers make up about 20% of the population, but they control 51% of all household wealth in the United States. That's over $85 trillion. Let me make this stupid simple. 5 people walk into a room and one of them owns half of the room. That's what's happening in America right now. And I know what some of you are thinking. Well, that's not fair. They had it easier. Housing was cheaper. College was cheaper. They got pensions, low interest rates, homes that exploded in value. And you know what? You're not wrong. But winners do not stop at complaining about the game. Winners learn the game. Because right now, the biggest wealth transfer in human history has already begun. Trillions of dollars are on the move. Real estate, it's moving. Assets are moving. And opportunity is moving right before your eyes. Now, the question is not, is that fair? The question is, are you positioned to benefit from this transfer? Because when wealth moves, it doesn't wait for people to feel ready. It flows to the people who prepared before the moment arrived. Listen, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you 3 things. Number 1, how baby boomers end up owning so much of America. Number 2, why younger generations feel like they're financially running uphill with ankle weights on. And number 3, most importantly, how you can stop watching wealth move around you and start positioning yourself to catch it. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to catch as much of it as possible. Because here's the deal. Wealth does not go to the people who complain. Wealth goes to the people who prepare. And if you're willing to see the game clearly, you can play the game intelligently. And when you play the game intelligently, you give yourself a real shot at financial freedom. By the way, you can probably tell the content in this video is going to be really important. I created a free infographic, 1 image that basically gives you all of this information. Click the link below in the description, grab your copy for free. Now, here's the reality. Baby boomers hold 85 trillion in assets. Gen X only holds 43 trillion. Millennials and Gen Z combined only 18 trillion. That means younger generations are fighting over a much smaller slice of the pie while trying to buy homes, pay rent, build families, pay off student loans, and then somehow have leftover money to invest in a future that many of them don't even believe in. And housing is where this gets personal because boomers own a massive chunk of the housing market, including primary homes, vacation homes, rental properties. So when a young person says, well, I'm working hard, but I still can't get ahead, they're not crazy. The game changed, but the principles did not. Now, assets still win. Real estate still wins. Ownership still wins. The people who own assets get richer, while the people who only earn paychecks, they get squeezed. And that's the game. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So listen, I'm not here to hate on baby boomers. Boomers did not steal the American dream. They played the game that was in front of them at the time, and they played it really well. They bought homes when homes were cheaper. They got into the market earlier. They rode decades of appreciation, and many benefited from pensions. Like, can you imagine a company giving you thousands of dollars every month till the day that you die just because you worked there for X number of years? On top of that, they had lower college costs, and basically they were living off of falling interest rates. That in and of itself is not evil. It's just the math. And today, younger people, they're trying to use the same old playbook in a completely different economy. Go to school, get a job, save a little, put money in a 401k, wait 40 years. Are you kidding me? Like, that was a dated playbook when I went to college 20 years ago. That playbook is broken for millions of people. You need a new playbook. And the new playbook is simple. Do not just work for money. Move money into assets. Don't just save, acquire. Don't just wait for retirement, build cash flow. Because your paycheck is not your path to freedom. Your assets are. A paycheck can feed you, but assets can free you. And that is why ownership matters so much more. Now, let's talk about housing. A lot of young people feel behind because they do not own a home yet. So listen to me carefully. You're not behind. The goalpost moved. And it's harder today than it was a decade ago. But harder doesn't mean impossible. It just means different playbook. Harder means that you need now a better strategy. You may need to house hack, buy in a different market, partner with someone, or use other people's money, just like I did that financially freed me by the time I got out of college. You might need to stop looking for your dream home and start looking for your first wealth building asset. That's a mindset shift that can change everything. When I went to college, I already saw the game was changing. I saw what the poor people were doing, people that went to college, and I saw what the rich people were doing. And in their playbook, they had jobs in the beginning and they saved aggressively to buy assets that would continue making them money so that instead of them working for money, money started working for them. And it's true. I came up with $3,000 to buy my first house with a special program and tiny 3% down payment on a tiny little thing. But then I parlayed the equity in that first home because it was a wealth building asset into a second home. I used the assets of the second home to buy my third. And then by the time I got to my fourth property, I had a track record. So my father-in-law said, let me give you money for the down payment on a fourth property, a fifth, a sixth, a ninth. And then I started bringing on other people's money from other partners that said, hey, you clearly know how to make money in real estate. I was using this lease option strategy, which basically was like a rent to own. And they loved it because it paid my investors like 3-4 times more money than a straight rental. By the time I graduated college, I had 25 of these homes. I was getting paid $12,500 every single month, $150,000 a year, which meant basically that by the time I graduated, I didn't need a job. Now, I could have done what most people do. I could have just started with my dream home or upgraded that vehicle or taken an extra trip, but I didn't. I actually just prioritized making my money and other people's money work for me. Too many people are waiting for the perfect house. Wrong move. But the strategic house, the house that creates equity, the house that can become a rental or a lease option, that house starts this entire machine. Your first property doesn't need to impress Instagram. It needs to move you forward and make you money. Now, here's where this gets massive. Between now and 2048, somewhere between $84 trillion and $124 trillion is expected to transfer from baby boomers to the younger generation. That is not a wave. That is a financial tsunami. But hear me, this is not a lottery ticket, and it's not a plan to sit around and wait for grandma to die to leave you a check. That's not the strategy. That's wishful thinking. The people who benefit from this wealth transfer will be the people who are prepared before the money moves. They know what assets are, and they know how real estate works, and they understand debt, cash flow, and equity. And they know how to have family conversations about inheritance, taxes, estate planning, property. And they don't wait for money and then ask, what do I do? Because money without a plan, have you seen what happens? It just disappears. But money with a strategy, it can multiply. And this is why you need the game plan before the money shows up. Prepared people multiply opportunities. Unprepared people waste it. Here's the truth that really cuts through all of this noise. This is not really boomer versus millennials. This is owner versus non-owner. And that's the real divide. Now, there are millennials that are crushing it right now because they bought assets early. We've got Gen Xers that are falling behind because they did not. There are boomers who look wealthy on paper but are getting eaten alive by healthcare costs and debt and inflation. So stop making this only about age. This is really going to be a game of ownership. Think about that. I owned 25 homes as a graduating college kid. I didn't have the financial resources to do that, but my strategy did. Now, let's break it down. Owners win, consumers lose. Investors win, complainers lose. Action takers win, spectators lose. And I'm telling you right now that you were not born to sit on the sidelines and watch trillions of dollars move right past your eyes. You were born to win big if you're ready to be assertive and have the right strategy. But winning requires then preparation, education, courage, and action. And no one is going to hand out that kind of future to you. You have to go and build it. So what do you actually do? Number one, start building assets right now, not someday, not when the market is perfect and not when interest rates magically behave. Start learning real estate, studying markets, saving capital, building credit, and looking for deals. Start putting yourself in proximity to people who already understand, ultimately, that game. Number two, stop treating your home as a finish line. Your home is not the dream. Financial freedom is the dream, right? A house can be a part of the plan, but the real goal is cash flowing assets that pay you whether you work or not. And that's how you stop trading all of your time for money. Number three, have the family money conversation. If your parents or grandparents own property, a business, retirement accounts, land, you need to understand the wealth transfer plan, not because you're greedy, because you're responsible. Families lose wealth when they avoid the hard conversations and they don't have a plan. And families build legacy when they do have that plan. Number four, get financially educated. Because if you do not understand assets like debt, cash flow, equity, taxes, and leverage, the money is going to intimidate you. But when you understand the game, you stop being scared of it. You start playing it. And number five, take action today. Look at one market, run one deal, save one extra dollar, call one mentor, or have one conversation. Because the biggest wealth transfer in history is already moving, and you have two choices. You can watch it happen, or you can position yourself to benefit from it. And again, if you like the video and if you like this information about what's happening in the world, just go grab your free infographic below. You can share it online or share it with people you know, and build a little community where you guys can support each other winning the financial game of life. Listen, you now know the game, you know the opportunity, you know the truth. So do not wait for opportunity, create it. Show up in life, because wealth is moving and it might as well move through you. With that being said, if you are looking for a way to invest in the game of real estate, and rather than doing it yourself, you want to partner with someone that can make more than twice as much money as you doing it on your own, click the link below. You'll also get to see in the description an opportunity to work with me and my team. That's what I do, is I build wealth for people, and then together we split it. And what it does is it makes everyone richer, and my clients love it. So grab that if it's going to serve you.